Guys, happy Thursday. It's Sarah. I told you you would watch a creepy video. My face is not in it, so you just get to hear my creepy voice. I'm recording this on Wednesday night. Just got back from class. It was very long, but I want to make sure you guys have directions for your lesson for today. So here are all the assignments for the day and kind of the time breakdown. You'll do your capstone website, bulletin board, and some homework work time. These are just estimations of how long you'll spend on each one. So on your capstone, you may spend about 20-30 minutes. On your bulletin board, you may spend about 20-30 minutes. And then you'll have time to work for 15 to 20 minutes on any of the homework you would like. So for sure of what your homework is this weekend, you have your brain break. You have to read your Leader and Me book, chapters 1 and 2, answer 4 discussion questions, 2 on chapter 1 and 2 on chapter 2, and then the thing we went over today, the 3 different learning styles, which are auditory, visual, and kinesthetic, and you have one theorist. So you each picked a theorist, and you're going to investigate this theorist and provide a lesson to teach the class about this theorist using those 3 learning styles. And then also on Monday, I'm just going to ask you to see your website to see what you picked, which we're going to talk about right now. Capstone guidelines. If you are ever confused during this video, just go ahead and stop and rewind, and hopefully it makes more sense. So of your capstone, this is one part. You are going to create a digital teacher website. You will also have a written final and the interview. This is worth the most points of your final, so we go over it first. It is a digital teacher website that includes all the class assignments you do with me and all the assignments you do while you're out in your internship. The only thing we're going to focus on today is creating a digital teacher website. This will be due on May 16th when you're doing your teacher interview. So it's due so that way you can participate in your professional interview at district office. This is 15% of your final grade, and I will grade it on Monday, May 15th. So it is due on Sunday, May 14th. On May 15th, you'll be taking your written final, so I'll grade your capstones websites on the 15th. So eventually on Schoology, there'll be a rubric. I don't want you to focus on this yet. I have not put this up because I don't want you to start looking into it too much. All we're going to talk about is this beginning part right up here. That's going to create a user-friendly teacher web page. It needs to be engaging, limited spelling errors, professional, geared towards a specific audience, and have lots of pictures. This is worth 100 points. So right now, we're just going to focus on creating a website. So on your website, you will have the following links, tabs, buttons, and we'll talk about this. So about me, resume, philosophy, internship, all this stuff. So I have provided some examples. There are 3 links here that you can utilize to check it out. I'm going to go to split screen, pull it over to one side, this one. So here's the first one. This is Brittany's example, which is actually the next slide. This is Brittany's example. So I'm going to go to full screen for Brittany real quick. So Brittany has a great professional page with lots of pictures. They are all professional. Nothing is inappropriate. She has a resume, her interview, her internships. Eventually, you will have all of this, but we're only going to focus on just creating this intro page. Here's Chloe, and here's Sophia. So very different styles of websites to meet your individual needs. So I'm going to go back to my split screen and go back to slide 8 to show you what you're going to eventually do. So there, you need an About Me tab. Here is an About Me tab or an About Me button. You need a resume and philosophy education. Well, here's her resume. Don't know where philosophy education is, but I bet if I clicked on it, maybe not. Maybe it's under a different unit, but it should be there. If I went to Unit 1, it would be under here. So this is kind of how you're going to do it. The same thing with Chloe's About Me page, resume, philosophy of education, internships. Sophia, resume, philosophy of education, internships. Does that make sense? So you're going to start doing that. Here are some other examples. This is Morgan's, a different approach, but once again, still has the tabs up here. This is Sally's, Hannah's, and Mallory's. So before you start on your website, I have some recommendations. Do not use your S number. When you create this account, use your professional Gmail. So I know that a lot of these websites link with our Park Hill email. Do not use that. That will expire 2 years after you graduate. So if you use it, you will lose it most likely. Students have used the following websites: Google Sites, Wix, Weebly, Scholastic, and Web. You can pick any website you want. So do research on your website. Do not pay for any website. There are tons of free resources out there. Do not pay for one. And once again, to pace yourself. So I would like you to have your website picked and have kind of some of the bones of the website due by Sunday night. And eventually next week, I'm going to teach you how to upload your assignments to your website. But right now, all I want you to do is focus on picking your website. So right now I want you to stop and I want you to take about 20 minutes. You can set your timer to work on your capstone. Kind of, you can talk as a class. What is everyone else using? What are you thinking? Where are you going to go? That way you can keep moving forward. So once you're done working on your capstone, come back to this presentation. Now I'll give you some time to work on your bulletin board. Once again, set a timer for about 20 minutes. Pace yourself. You guys, our goal is to finish these bulletin boards by the early part of next week. We have a guest speaker all day Monday, so I'm hoping to have these finished on Tuesday. So right now, take some time to go to the bulletin board. You do have permission to go use the die cutter in the teacher's work lounge and all that other stuff. Please feel free to go in my cabinets and get whatever you need. Now I just want to talk briefly about the field trip tomorrow so you guys are all aware. You're going to meet at your home school at 7:15 a.m. We will get on the bus at 7:30. So Park Hill High School students, meet by the Trojan, and Park Hill South, please meet by the security desk. Please dress professionally and have a positive attitude, and please represent our program in a positive light. If you have any questions about the field trip, please text me or email me. And now it's time for you to work on your homework. So you may start with any of these things: brain break, chapter 1 and chapter 2 of Leader in Me, the discussion questions, your learning styles and theorists presentation, or you can continue working on your capstone, or if you really wanted to, you could work on your bulletin board. That is all I got for today. Have a great Thursday. I will see you tomorrow.